Hello ladies and gents, this is KANO from the gamer section and I'm back with another review. For today's review is on Morbid Metal for the PC. The game takes place in a dark post-apocalyptic world where I explore the remains of a fallen civilization filled with overgrown ruins and areas overrun by machines. Throughout the journey, I'm guided by a sarcastic operator who consistently tests me, while a mysterious figure named Eden provides a safe haven known as the Void. As I progress, my main goal is to fight through enemies, die, and start again, slowly uncovering the truth behind the broken world. Each run feels more like a step closer to understanding what happened and how to escape the endless cycle of violence. The overall presentation to Morbid Metal is really strong, especially from a visual standpoint. The graphics stand out with impressive details like water reflections and sunlight hitting the environments, giving the game a clean and polished look. Everything comes together nicely to make the world feel vibrant and alive. The sound design is solid with clear audio from movements, combat, and general action moments. The music leans heavily into action-driven style that reminds me a lot of Ninja Gaiden, which fits the fast-paced gameplay as well. Performance is also a big plus, with the game running up to about 120 frames per second on PC, keeping everything smooth and responsive. The game features fast-paced combat that lets you switch between characters on the fly, allowing you to chain abilities together for smooth and powerful combos. I can launch enemies with one character and follow it up with a heavy attack from another, which makes fights feel dynamic and stylish. There is also a ranking system that rewards me for actually playing aggressively and mixing up my attacks, pushing me to keep the action fast and varied. The game uses a roguelite structure, so each run helps me improve through permanent upgrades while also giving me temporary abilities during that session. Each character feels unique with different skills like teleportation, crowd control, or high damage, which lets me experiment with different playstyles. The worlds take place across floating islands that change up the experience with different enemies and challenging bosses. There are also risk and reward mechanics where I can accept powerful buffs that come with major downsides, forcing me to think carefully about my decisions. Overall, it creates a fast, strategic, and replayable combat that actually keeps every run feeling different. As I played, I started noticing the upgrade system feeling pretty generic, with most options not really changing how I approach combat. The roguelike elements also felt underdeveloped to me, especially compared to how strong the core combat actually is. I ran into performance issues too, with frame rate drops and long loading times that broke the flow of the game at times. I also found navigation a bit frustrating since there was no real map system, which made it easy to get lost or actual waste of time backtracking. On top of that, some parts of combat felt a little janky, especially when switching characters on during the actual encounters in the game. But overall, while the game has its good foundation, there is issues that held it back from feeling fully polished. I still found myself enjoying the gameplay loop to a degree, but the problems kept popping up just enough to be noticeable. With a bit more polish and better system depth, this could easily have been a top 10 experience, even though this is an early access game. For that, I give Morbid Metal a 4 out of 5. Thank you for tuning into the best place for independent gaming journalism, and that's the gamer section. Be sure to hit the like button on the video and please subscribe to the channel.